Welcome to a busted play. An illegal use of hands to the face short.
So Jake, I need to know what you think. If NFL GMs are being impacted by players not being willing to get vaccinated. So not actually like whether or not we care about it or what our opinions are on it, but just the fact that do you think NFL GMs are taking into account whether or not players are vaccinated in prior decisions and future decisions? So I think future decisions are almost a guarantee from my perspective. I still want to hear your thoughts. But what about prior decisions? Do you think someone like Mitch Trubisky coming to Buffalo maybe was a partially done because they realize, hey, Josh Allen may not get vaccinated, and hey, he may not even get injured on the field, but there may be some point where he has to sit out 1, 2, or maybe even 3 weeks because of a COVID positive, right? Do you think those type of things could have impacted GM's prior decisions and future decisions?
Well, first off, I 100% agree with you that all future decisions from this point that GMs make, I think it'll be in the back of their head because they definitely know at this point after mini camps have gone through, probably gotten a feel from the team of what guys are going to have been and are not going to get vaccinated. So they probably have a sheet of that or big whiteboard of guys, maybe.
I mean, just look around the room, see who has a mask on.
Yeah. So that'll probably all future decisions will definitely affect that. Prior decisions, though, I don't know, because how would GMs find out what guys have been or have not been unless their prior decision making was just, I am going to think that no one on my team is going to get vaccinated, so I'm going to make decisions from there on.
So
points like that.
So I get that, and I don't think we're talking about like in this situation. I'd like to say that we're not talking about the third string defensive tackle that is choosing not to get vaccinated.
No.
Specifically, why I bring up the Josh Allen point is just like I feel like there would have to be some consistent communication between like either the GM and the superstar quarterback directly or like pipelines to it, right? So like I feel like Josh Allen would still be talking to like McDermott or Brian Dable during the off season, and then those conversations could be about whatever, not only just about football but other things too. And if they found that out, I feel like that would have had a definite impact on the Bills signing Trubisky. I just don't know. The only thing I'm saying there, really, to get back to my main point, sorry, is that I feel like star players that would have like some sort of communication line to the GM maybe were able to get that point across, whether they realized what they were doing or not. That point was made to the GMs somehow, some way.
Yeah, I think teams might have, if that is the case. The Bills definitely prioritized that then, if that's the fact, because I don't know. I guess you'd have to get in contact with Trubisky or Trubisky's agent, just be like, is he going to get vaccinated then? Because it would really suck if you bring in a backup quarterback to supplement that, and they're sharing the same room together, and they both get it. Then you definitely have that third stringer or even practice squad guy that you have to bring up in that case.
Well, I mean,
so it's gonna be, there has to have been a lot of conversation or for stuff like that to happen, and I think it's a shoo-in now that everything at this point, like if teams are going to sign guys, at this point, you can have 90 guys that are on a roster, and their team's probably missing 2-3 guys at this point. If you're trying to negotiate with a free agent, I think one of the major things that you're going to ask is like, have you been or will you be getting vaccinated? Because we don't really want to bring in a guy that could be a potential like cause of like a guy that isn't going to make this roster be the potential source of an outbreak that could screw over the starters on this team. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a hard line to draw. But I mean, it's definitely going to be a part of the decision making. I don't think they'll be allowed to say it directly, but how can it not be?
No, it's not. So, it is not going to be a thing that is spoken out loud at all. It's going to be all behind doors stuff, just the front office talking about it with the coaches.
Yeah, but I mean, we talk about cuts at the end of camp. If there's two guys that are on an equal playing field and one's unvaccinated and one's vaccinated, I'm pretty sure we know how that's going to play out. And like you said, if there's anyone that needs to be signed at any point, and those are the two options, we also know how that's going to play out.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just going to be interesting to see how the NFL handles this in regards just to how it's going to end up for being for the regular season. Because with the NFL and NFLPA, as of now, they said that their policies are only through the end of the preseason. I highly doubt that. I bet that they're going to be the same during the regular season. And I'm just wondering what some of the potential player outcry may look like when we get to that point. Because I feel like some players may definitely take issue with that.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
It's going to be interesting to see who's willing to speak up and who isn't. And I would say that it's probably going to lean more on the side of veterans are willing to say it, whereas guys still on rookie deals, none of those guys are going to say a word.
Yeah. Yeah. And fringe roster guys not going to say anything either.
Oh.
So
Can't do it.
Oh, no. Yeah. I think that might be something that fringe roster guys might, like, if whatever their thoughts are on it, just be like, if this improves my chances of making a roster, why not do it?
No, yeah, I definitely think it's going to influence those guys. If you're on the edge and you don't know whether or not you're going to make the team, I'll tell you, because the NFL general managers and coaches won't. Your chances of making the team will be better if you are vaccinated. Sorry if you don't want to be. It's just the fact of the matter, because all the coaches are now too, right? And all the staff is. You can't be on the coaching staff or any part of the staff that's near the team unless you're vaccinated. So, I mean, it's crazy, but that's how it is. That's how it is. Well, I think that's all we got. And maybe our message can be heard by some NFL players, and we can help some guys make a team.
Yeah. We would like a check if you do end up making the roster. You're welcome for the free advice.
I'll take $5. How much do you want?
Just to be better than you, $5.01, please.
Okay, good. All right, so we can cut it here.
Yeah, we could cut it here.